Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast, where we answer questions from our blog, from our social media, from our emails, regarding problems people face when it comes on to motivation, full potential, and wealth, success, all those issues that we all struggle with. I mean, like, I've been blessed to run over 20 different businesses in my life. I'm not saying that to brag, a whole bunch of them failed, and I've been blessed to be directly in charge of over 200 employees in my career, and I've had the privilege of blogging and speaking, doing this type of content to an audience that is, pretty much close to 50,000. I mean, a couple of Instagram accounts, Facebook, email list. So I really do get into the arena of hearing the general issues that people have, and I have done so much work, extensive work, and my experience have taught me a whole bunch that I feel to share with people, and I have this probably God-given ability to put it into perspective, and I do the work to get the experience, and from there on I have become a sort of a inspiration to so much people, and it's an honor and a privilege to kind of be able to show people a different way, to remind them, to add perspective to something. Not that I know it all or that they don't know, but just as reinforcement, or just as that form of backbone or support that someone needs at a particular point in time when they're going through troubles. So this question is, what do I think about money and happiness? And this is a really good question. It is not so much a problem, but it's a question that many people are struggling with, in terms of, will money make you happy, will money not make you happy, and all that stuff. And I think it was Zig Ziglar or Jim Rohn I heard quoting someone who said that money is not important, but it is right up there with oxygen. That is true. And I don't know why people cakewalk around it, trying to, as if they're mutually exclusive. Like you can only have one or the other. You cannot have both. And I think one of the most powerful, perspective I've heard on it is that money is like a multiplier. It will make you more of whatever you are. So if you are an arrogant, disgusting person and you get money, you'll just be more of an arrogant and disgusting person. If you're a really good person, money will make you so much more of a better person. And that is true. But my explanation of it, and I'll do this short, and then, because I'm not going to cakewalk around it or fiddle with it and talk about, oh, well, money don't buy you happiness and all that stuff. There's enough of that going around. You can make your own assessment. Nobody likes the stresses of bills. Nobody likes the stresses of not having choices. Nobody likes to have to, get what they don't want to get, buy what they don't want to buy, choose a cheaper one, go to the worst places, just, penny pinch. Everybody hates that. So I am not uncomfortable with money, and if you want to make money, if you want to be happy, if you want a financially free life, then you cannot be uncomfortable with money. You cannot be uncomfortable talking about money. You cannot be uncomfortable trying to make a lot of money. You have to be comfortable with earning a lot, with having the desire to earn a lot, to earn more, to make money, to make good money, and to be paid not for time but for value. So you can come in and you do your work, and you could make 150,000 in 10 minutes, or you could come in and you could do your work and you could make 2 million in a day, whatever, instead of somebody say, come in and work for 3 hours and I'll pay you $25 per hour, you get 75. That's it, you're capped. It's a ridiculous way. It's not a sustainable way of building wealth. That's proven, and that's not even debatable. Anyway, so my idea of money and happiness is, there are two pillars that freedom is built on. And I'll take it from this angle. There are two of the main pillars freedom is built on, and that is choices and options, and or options. When you have the power of choice, when you can choose whether you want to go there or you don't want to go, whether you want to wake up this morning or you don't want to get up at 6, whether you want your child to go to that school or you don't want them to go to that school, whether you want to go on vacation this week or you want to go next week, whether you want the time off now or you don't want the time off now, whether you feel like chilling out on the beach somewhere or you don't want to chill out on the beach somewhere. Having that power of choice, having the option to choose X instead of Y, to decide to do this instead of that. First pillar of freedom. Next pillar of freedom is peace of mind, being contented, not having to worry about, is my phone bill paid? Is my rent paid? Will I have enough money on the weekend? Will I make enough money today to cover this car payment? Where am I going to get money from if my child needs X? How am I going to afford that? Now this problem come up. The car needs fixing. The car needs changing. Just that peace of mind, knowing that the basics of life are taken care of. Those things are done. You don't have to stress and sweat them every single day of the week, every month and every weekend, and try to be balancing and fiddling for small stuff, not extravagant stuff. I'm not talking the boats and the aircrafts and the yachts and the new vacation for 6 months in Fiji. I'm talking about the regular everyday stuff. Being able to replace a transmission in a car, being able to send the child to the doctor even if the insurance doesn't cover it, and feeling comfortable doing that, and doing that without a second thought, doing that without have to running up a credit card or without have to missing a payment on a bit. That's what I'm talking about. First thing. So choices and options, peace of mind. Those are the two main pillars that freedom is built on. And then freedom is inextricably linked to happiness. Freedom is inextricably linked to happiness. You must be free to be happy. Freedom of expression, so you can live the highest, truest version of yourself and do what is truly for you to do, without being sort of muzzled and without sort of being forced by circumstance or anyone to do what you don't like to do, to hang with those who you don't like to hang with, to go where you don't have to go or want to go. Freedom is inextricably linked to happiness. Now, the two things, options and peace of mind, that I told you before, are best access with money. And those pillars are what freedoms are built on, and freedom is an inextricable link to happiness. So there you can make the connection between money and happiness. Money can give you access by the tools or the pillars that you need to build your freedom on, and freedom is inextricably linked to a happiness. So therefore, money is in the mix of what makes you happy. It cannot be left out. It doesn't matter what they tell you. It doesn't matter how they spin it. Because if you don't have money and you cannot survive in this world, and you're not somewhere in some remote living off the land, where if you are in this modern society and you don't have enough money to take care of these necessities that you have to take care of with your kids, your family, and yourself, you will be frustrated, you will be unhappy, you will be miserable, you'll not have a peace of mind, you won't have choices, you'll have to work where you don't want to work, talk to who you don't want to talk to, do what you don't like to do, just to get money. So there goes. Your life will feel like crap, you will not be happy. So there is that link between money and happiness. It's not that you need only money to be happy, but you also need money to be happy. Just like a car. You don't only, the engine is the main thing, but you cannot drive the car with just the engine. There has to be gas in the car, there has to be a transmission, there has to be other mechanics and mechanisms that's going to make the steering work, that make the brake work, that make the accelerator work, all that stuff. So money is in the happiness mix. Let no one fool you. That's how it works. You can't go around it. Have a good day. Hope that was of some help. Thanks.